dude, why? Okay, I don't know how to do an intro again. Okay. Welcome to the to the second Cheezy and Mocha podcast. That doesn't have a name, so we just call it that.
Yeah,
So today we got a special guest. We got LamparT.
How's it going?
You want to introduce yourself a little bit?
I am the Oakland Raiders in Legacy. 2-time Super Bowl champion, season 2 and 3 back-to-back. And the most cheesiest player in the league now that Magic has left. So.
Okay. So we got some pretty good topics today. We're gonna go over the Legacy playoffs starting today. So first off, I got a little bracket going here. I'll make it big screen so they can all see. So pretty much we got Packers, Giants first seed in the NFC, Raiders. Do you know Jaguars got first seed this year?
Yeah, he beat me. I think we played in like the first or second game of the season, and he beat me pretty bad at a bad game. And he had the same record as me, so we got the head-to-head.
Oh wait, shit. Wait. Wait, did I make this wrong? Wait, how do you?
No, it's correct.
No, cause one person has to go to the Packers, or like.
Well, the issue with that is that if you lose, then the person that you lost to would play the Packers. That's the only thing about it. That's what challenge doesn't factor in. But those are the matchups. That's.
Yeah, it just doesn't directly go up. It could go 2 different ways, but.
Can I do that? Wait. Let's just say he wins. God damn it.
Like, if I beat Washington, I would be playing Trey unless you lost. Or if you...
Whatever, we're all predicting I'm gonna win, obviously, right? So it doesn't matter.
Ooh. I like it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's a home game for you, right? You don't have to stream it.
Facts. I don't have to stream it. That's big time.
Yeah, then I can see you winning that. If you were in the away team, then I don't know how that would sound for you.
That's an insta-loss if I have to stream the game, man. Well, okay.
Same thing with me.
How about we just start from top to bottom then? Let's go Redskins versus Panthers. 13-3 wild card Redskins versus the 9-7 division winner Panthers.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go Redskins.
All I'm saying is the last time I played Washington, I lost by 2 points, and it was because that I missed 2 PATs. That's the only reason.
That is tough.
So, and I was the away team in that game. I had to stream it. So, in this game, I'm the home team. I'm not saying Blazing's bad. Blazing's beaten my ass twice. So this is my game. So I'm not going to predict it.
He's really inconsistent, in my opinion. He has like games where he just is perfect, but then he has games where he's just not there. It seems. So if you catch him on a bad day, I feel like you could definitely take him.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
sure.
a good player, so
I'm not sure how many times I've played him to like have a good assessment on him, but I feel like the reason he is inconsistent is he just runs a very boomer bust offense, and sometimes
definitely.
It works and sometimes it doesn't.
Definitely agree.
I think I gotta go Redskins. Unfortunately, I think 2-1 we're advancing Redskins. Actually, it's a good thing we brought you on so that we can have a deciding vote. So it's never gonna be odd. All right, Seahawks Lions. I gotta root for myself here. Facts. Let's go. I gotta root for myself here. I got really close last time, and I didn't have my superstar running back, and I think it'll be.
I think you just got to stay away from the nub hand as far as throwing it in the middle of the field, and you'll be good.
I kind of regret giving him then. I only regret giving, okay, honestly, it's the same reason I haven't traded DK either, because I just don't want other people to do good with them.
Yeah, for that.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go Seattle. I think this is Mocha's first playoff appearance, right?
Yes.
This Madden, I think so. Yeah.
This Madden.
Madden. I mean, you got all the momentum right there. You got all the reason to really at least pull this one out. So I'm gonna go Seattle.
That's what's up. Okay. Now we got Bengals Browns. This one's interesting because at the beginning of the season, Grady beat the Bengals 36-29, close game. But then the Bengals week 15 beat them 41-24. So the Bengals definitely had a much more decisive victory. What are you guys' thoughts?
I got Cleveland. I think Grady's going to come out and I think it'll be a close game, but I think Grady will probably win this game in the fourth quarter for sure.
I think Grady's team is just too good. The core that he started with are all just insane. Plus, he drafted well and traded well. I think his team's too good, and that's going to push him over as far as even players.
I think I'll go Bengals. I don't think it matters because you guys voted 2-1, but I think Bengals could make an upset here.
I honestly think that's the best matchup, by the way.
Yeah, definitely the best wild.
I think that's going to be the best one.
I agree.
Jets Broncos. Jets made it in as a 9-7 winner of their weak division.
I think Chef is gonna obliterate them.
Yeah.
In the nicest way possible. I think Chef is gonna.
Is this the first year Chef's made it since the first season? Right?
Yeah, because he missed it the next year, and then he took a season off, and then missed it last year. Or maybe 2 years. Yeah, but this is the first time he's made it since the Super Bowl win.
Nice.
Which is the first year.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty decisive. The Broncos probably going to pull this one
nuts.
Yeah, he's a really good. He's probably the best user, middle linebacker, safety, whatever he uses in the league.
All right, we got moving on. Packers Redskins. I'll hear what you guys think before. Mine's pretty bland.
I think Kane's gonna catch him.
Really?
I think he beat him. One time, didn't he? One of the years.
Yeah, one of the years. Eventually, he got one. I don't know.
Might be wishful thinking, but I think Kane can catch him if Kane plays well. But Trey's a buzzsaw, so.
I think Trey wins this game. I don't see Washington beating Green Bay. Green Bay 16-0. Again, I think this is the second time they've done this. I could be wrong though, but I just think Trey is gonna win the game.
I agree. I think Trey is just unstoppable right now. It's kind of unfair for anyone to go against him. I don't know. Yeah. I don't really have much else to say. Trey's unstoppable. Seahawks Giants. I did play him at the beginning of the year.
What was the score?
I think it was pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest. Actually, never mind. Did I not play him at the beginning of the year? Oh shit! Wait, maybe that was last year. Okay, never mind. I didn't play him this year. I did play him last year, and I think I got destroyed.
I think Kush just has too much motivation with his YouTube channel right now that they're pounding him to
the army,
right?
The Kush army.
He's gonna be coming out. I think it's just gonna be too much for you, Mocha. I'm sorry, man. I think he's gonna finally get himself a conference championship appearance.
I agree. Sorry.
I will make it 3-0
Oh, come on. Where's the confidence in yourself?
I am barely confident enough to beat the Lions. Raiders Browns. How you feel about this one?
I feel pretty good. I think I'm 3-0 against him this Madden. I had a game against him this year, but I didn't play it. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm 3-0, 4-0. I haven't lost to him this Madden. So.
He played your CPU?
Yeah, he played my CPU.
Did he beat your CPU?
Yeah, he beat my CPU like 38-10. I'm looking at it right now.
I think LamparT wins as long as he stays focused and motivated.
Yes, as long as I don't just start hucking the ball. I think I should win it, but I mean, I'm pretty inconsistent as far as myself, so we'll see.
I'll take the Raiders.
Yeah,
for sure.
I gotta take the Raiders too. All right. Yeah, Broncos Jaguars. This one's a good matchup. Yeah.
This is a great game.
I'm gonna go Chef. Chef, I think, has played him 2 or 3 times, and every time he plays him for the styles that they play, he works the Jags. Even though Jags is having probably his best season.
Yeah.
Today, I think the stylistic matchup of how they play, I think it's gonna go all Broncos, at least from previous games.
I think the game could be close. I think if the Broncos come out and they start, if they start fast and get ahead, there's no way Alex is gonna be able to keep a cool head and play the game out. But I think if either the Jaguars gets ahead early or they stay pretty even, I think it could be a good game. But I think the chances of the Broncos like coming out and getting ahead and then just running away with it is too high.
Well, not that my opinion really matters anymore since it's 2-0, but I like the Jags in this game. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sleeping on Denver. I think Denver's been just as great as any other playoff team has been this season, but I think Jacksonville, again, riding on that momentum they've had this season, it's been his best season all Madden. So I think he continues to do that. I think he plays LamparT in the conference championship.
Move the Broncos forward. We got Packers Giants. Do you think Cush's YouTube motivation is enough to put him past the Packers?
Yes,
really.
I really think so. I think just finally just this one playoff run. I think just with it being mid-July, Trey's had a ton of success this year. I just think Cush finds himself in the Super Bowl. I really do. I believe that.
Man, I don't know. That's a tough game. I want to say Cush. He played him really well last year in the playoffs. I don't know if it was divisional or conference, but I remember it was a close game, and then he had a couple things go not his way, or he made a couple of bad plays. I don't remember what exactly happened, and then it kind of fell apart. But he was doing really well until like really late. But in this matchup, I'm gonna say Trey, even though I voted against him last matchup.
Oh man. I think it's tough. I think it could be a really close game. I still think the Packers got a better chance of winning. But I think for shits and giggles, let's say Cush gets it. I think there's a pretty fair chance he can win. His team's really good. He can match up with the Packers. He's more motivated, I would assume.
We're gonna say all this and Trey watches the podcast.
And giving Trey motivation. Yeah, of course.
Raiders Broncos. Do you have a track history?
Chef, but
how many?
He hasn't beat me since the first season, and we split that 1-1. So however many games we've played, he's won one this Madden.
Okay. I would say
he played all but one season, so that's
10 games. He's 9-1.
I'm 9-1 against him.
9-1.
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, I feel like it could roll his way, but
it could. He's a good player.
Maybe.
Too.
I mean, he hasn't beat you since season 1. Maybe he has a mental block against you playing against you at this point.
He definitely does. He's all in his head.
I would say I have to go with Raiders.
Well, I had Jacksonville in the Super Bowl, but I guess according to this wouldn't be happening. So I would say LamparT. I think Oakland will win. I have nothing to say about it. It's a good game, but 9-1. Kind of got to keep a trend there. So what are we looking at? Oakland versus New York in the Super Bowl? Is that what we're predicting here?
Yep.
This would be cool. I hope this happens. This would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
Have you played Kush yet? You had
one time.
At least once.
One time, and it was when you won by a touchdown. I think it was season 2. The year
won by a touchdown.
But it was something like that. Here, wait. I think I could pop on to league info and check. I'm gonna say him though. I think he's a good player. I think his style matches up against me pretty well. And when I did play him, I didn't really ever feel comfortable, if I recall correct.
Huh. That is 4 seasons ago though. At this point.
True, but no, it wasn't season 2. I went undefeated season 2.
You know, I gotta. At this point, I put him past Trey. At this point,
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna roll with the Kush Army.
He's got all the momentum in that. He beat me by 14 in season 3, which I also won that year. Everything.
You guys are gonna kill me for this. I think if that's the matchup in the Super Bowl, I think the Super Bowl experience that LamparT has really plays a factor in this. If Kush did make the Super Bowl, that would obviously be a highly viewed game just because of his YouTube channel. I think there would be a lot of pressure on both teams, and that's why I believe that that gives LamparT an advantage because he's had the Super Bowl experience and the deep playoff runs. So I would take Oakland in that game. But anything can happen.
Yeah, we could be wrong on every game.
Yeah. I feel like either Kush uses all his power to beat Trey, and then has nothing left for the Super Bowl, or
nothing left in the tank.
Or he gets powered up by beating Trey, and then he's unstoppable. But
yeah,
are we saying 2-1 Raiders, or I'm saying Kush?
I said Giants.
Okay, woo. Kush wins the Super Bowl. That is what we are predicting. Damn.
I'm sure the fans would want that too. Yeah, I think
I feel disrespected though. I can't believe you guys instantly count me out against Washington. I can't wait to play that game.
See, he's a little bit of a wild card though, because he's
such a weird player.
Yeah, I feel like you got The thing is I hate playing against people who play like him, because it's like even when I specifically cover deep, like the entire game, I will still let up a few deep plays every single time, just because they're always looking for the deep play, and it's so annoying to play against. But it's just a boomer bust way to play, and it can
very
be
vertical offense,
highly volatile.
I mean, the one argument I can make is with how the predictions went, I said LamparT would win the Super Bowl, and I beat LamparT. That's all I have to say. Granted, he didn't play well. I will give him that. I don't think I would have won if he didn't play the way he did, but I don't know. I just feel a little disrespected, but it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, go prove it on the field.
Hey, good. Hey,
you also gotta remember you're newer to the league.
How it works.
So it's.
I'm just playing. Guys.
I mean, that would be. I want to see you win. I want to see you do well. I think that'd be cool. That'd be a cool story.
That'd be really cool for sure. All right. Stop streaming there. Now we got Are we just gonna move on to the Redskins situation or Washington situation?
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard topic. It's gonna be a really hard topic.
Do you want to start off with their name change or the?
I think it would make sense too, since it's been going on a little longer than the sex scandal thing.
All right, so the Redskins changing their names. It's official. They're changing to the Champions, right?
Wait, what?
Wait, it's official that the Washington Redskins are changing to the Washington Champions, right? Or was that just a rumor?
I did not hear that.
Oh, I thought someone posted in the chat that they were officially like the Washington Champions.
I haven't seen anything. I don't think anything's official.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's still as
Who
far
the
as
fuck
we know,
posted that in the chat then?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about the Champions. I didn't even know that was an option.
I didn't see that was an option either. In that case, do you guys have out of like their possible name changes? Do you have a favorite one?
I liked I think it was the Red Barons, I think it was. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure there was one remembering the history of
the Tuskegee
right. Yeah,
that was the Red Tails.
Red Tails, that's what it was.
That's the one I like too.
I like that one.
I agree.
That was the cool name change.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
All their other ones were just kind of like meh, and they didn't really roll off the tongue. I mean, Red Tails, I wouldn't say rolls off the tongue, but rolls off the like it's just easier to say, and like it's easier to say than most of the other names they were like thinking about, I guess. And it has a cool history behind it, so
yeah, I agree. I think that would be the coolest.
I think one thing about this name change, one problem is they'll change their name for this season, but no matter what, the history that the NFL has recorded, it will always be the Redskins. So it's just going to be kind of weird, I guess, to start calling this team by a different name. Obviously, I'm not a Native American, so I don't like it doesn't matter to me, I guess, as much as it does to other people, but it's always going to be the Redskins in NFL history for everything that's been recorded, I guess.
Yeah, it's in a really unique situation that I think people are going to be unhappy no matter what. But I think they're definitely making the right choice.
Yeah, I think it's the right choice to change away from that.
Absolutely.
Better late than never.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else to talk about regarding their name change?
As far as their name change, I don't think so. I think we're all on the same page actually, as far as what we think the best name would be.
What are the odds?
Yeah, right.
All right. What about the harassment allegations? All that. I mean,
if any of
yeah,
no, you go.
You go.
Right. I'll go. I feel like if any of this stuff is or has been covered up by Snyder, I feel like he is going to get forced out by the league, right? They can do something like that.
I mean,
yeah, I'm positive you can do something like that.
If he's the one hiding stuff, because I know like it's not the same exact situation, but I feel like the league has that power because they did that with Donald Sterling, the Clippers owner, their ex-Clippers owner.
For the racist comments.
Yeah, and they essentially forced him out of the league, and he had to sell the team. So I feel like if it comes out and there is like some serious dirt on him, the league can force him out. But I'm not sure how that works, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that works either. I guess there just has to be a potential buyer. because you can't really just force him to sell to no one. But I'm assuming there would be some potential buyer.
I found this scandal to be a very I found it very interesting that this is when all this is announced. I'm not saying I don't believe it. It's obviously like it's out there, it's real. I'm just saying it's kind of weird that it came out now when all of this controversial stuff is going behind closed doors in the Washington Redskins organization. I think Snyder does have something to do with it, and I think he will be forced out, like LamparT mentioned. Likewise, how it happened to Sterling. And I think that'll be very good for Washington. I think Snyder's a cancer to the organization.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Pretty much since he stepped foot, he's been a cancer. So I think if he is forced out with all this coming out, I think that's good news to Redskins fans. I'm sure Calculated will be happy. I think we should have... don't add this into the video, Mocha, but I think Calc would have been another cool guest to add on to the show for this,
true.
so we could talk about the topic.
Well, I mean, you could do that when the actual report comes out, because we still don't know what it is.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't have all the information yet. This is just
there's a lot of rumors.
Preliminary, the first few days of hearing about it, right?
I think that would be a great feature.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. You should do that.
But I don't know. I feel like it's. I mean, it's not like. I mean, normally a lot of people will like come out with stuff when a lot of other people start coming out, so I don't think it's like weird timing, because there's been sort of a like within all of the stuff that's been happening this year, like there was even like another like smaller resurgence of like all the Me Too kind of stories coming out. More and more people, like just a small surge of people coming out. So I feel like it was like just pretty.
Should we explain the situation?
Good timing. I guess
there's so many different things.
I mean, to people that maybe didn't read up on the article.
Sure. Yeah, sure. You want to start, and then I can try and fill in.
Okay. Well, basically, what happened was there were 15 former Redskins employees who accused the NFL organization of sexual harassment. They came out with different situations. There was a girl by the last name of Applegate, who was talking about how she had a friend who she would cry in the bathroom with each day, talking about the inappropriate behavior that was going on in the organization. She was talking about how her dream job was to work for an NFL organization. She felt like she was just very saddened by the fact that that's how she was treated during her dream job. I'm not going to list the specific things that was going on, but there was a lot of inappropriate gestures that some of the other employees were causing, and now it's all coming out. So.
Was the what was the like Jay Gruden situation? Was that found out to be like true, or was that just a weird thing that someone tried to?
I don't think that was proven true yet. I think it's still being looked at, as far as I'm concerned.
Because that was kind of a weird one. Like,
yeah, that was a crazy one.
Yeah.
The sex parties, auctioning cheerleaders, right?
Yeah.
What?
I would hope not.
Hopefully it's not. Maybe. Well, actually, maybe that was part of what they were talking about, because that was like one of the first things that kind of came out, right? And they were talking about at least our general chat, like it's not like it's not as crazy as some of the rumors that were coming out.
Yeah. Well, let's say you also have like a bunch of minority owners selling stocks, and like people are jumping ship and everything like that too, right?
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I thought I saw something like that. So I feel like the people inside of the stuff know something's about to happen, which I think we're just waiting on the Washington Post or whoever it is to release that article.
One thing I thought was I thought some of this news that they were having, I thought it was going to be released earlier. Like I thought there was something going down Monday, and I didn't hear anything on Monday, and I'm just taking it day by day now. But I thought all of this would be kind of cleared up earlier in the week. So there has to be something more that's coming out, or there's just, I don't know what it is, but I think there is more to come about this specific scandal anyways. And with the Jay Gruden incident, I think there's much more that we don't know.
I was reading this one article, and it says that at least that they fuck am I retarded? Daniel Snyder isn't expected to be forced to sell the team, although he might have to like face some penalties.
Charges?
Yeah. But they don't expect him to have to sell the team. At least.
It's interesting.
Like I said, if I'm a Redskins fan, I am praying that Snyder is out. And
at this point, if you're a like big Redskins fan and all this is coming out, and like you're fed up with how the team's run, it's there's all these scandals and everything. Do you, no matter how loyal you are, do you consider jumping ship and finding a new team?
Potentially.
It's like a fine line. You wanna stay a fan, but like, at what point do you like? I feel like at the point where the owner is saying like "fuck you" to the fans, and not he wouldn't sell the team or something like that. I feel like that's when you would kind of hit that point almost, maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to support a team that has that much internal issues. Granted, you mostly support like the
local
players on the field and the logo, and location. For the most part, it's not like I go like I just think about. So I'm supporting the owner of the Seahawks.
No, I feel
and I'm supporting even like the head coach. I don't really think about that as much. Like I just support the players on the field most of the part. But
yeah. I might just discard because
I agree.
The Suns have
like that.
The Suns have like that kind of owner, and he's just the worst. But obviously doesn't do anything to that extent. But he's just everyone hates him in Arizona. So maybe I'm just looking at it from that perspective.
My opinion, or my answer to your question, LamparT, is a little biased considering I've been a Browns fan my whole life, and I'm sure you both know how that's gone. And I'm always going to be loyal to my fan base. With that being said, there is nothing that has ever happened like this in the Browns organization, at least as far as I'm concerned. And being a fan of the Redskins, I'm sure that has a huge asterisk next to it by now. I think if I were a big Redskins fan, I would definitely do what Mocha said. I would be supporting the players on the field because they didn't do anything wrong. And I mean, if I were a Redskins fan my whole life, it would be hard to just move away from a team like that in one season. But I could definitely understand why some fans would transition and find a new team. That's just it's just one of those situations where you have to really go with your gut on it and decide whether or not you want to stick with that organization where it's been having these kind of issues lately, or if you want to move to a different organization that maybe doesn't have as much drama and you can feel comfortable supporting that team. So it goes either way.
Yeah, I'm not sure if same thing. After supporting a team for so long, it's kind of hard to like not still just like even in the back of your mind, if you're like not trying not to like publicly support them, you're like, man, I still hope my team does good, right? It's like, but...
right.
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah. So I think wait on more information to come out on that, and then I could potentially get a calc on the podcast too. Seems like he normally has a lot of say about that, and he's pretty passionate about that stuff. So,
mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a good way to let him let out how he feels about the situation. I guess a good way to get it out of his system.
He doesn't have to write 6 paragraphs in general chat and just have it lost in 2 minutes. Okay, we can move on. Another big thing that's happened in the football world recently, Mahomes signing a 10-year, $450 million deal.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
Not saying I think he deserves it, definitely. I think
he deserves it, and I actually think this was a good move by Kansas City. I think with the cap inflation happening in a couple years, I think this is a perfect time to sign Mahomes and get him that big deal. I'm also aware that they're trying to finish a deal with Chris Jones. That's also, I think it's like a 5-year, it's close to miles.
Yeah, it's 25 a year. I think it is.
So,
or maybe it's 20.
I mean, it's hard to not pay Mahomes that money when he's played 2 seasons and he's done what he's done. I mean, he's a special talent. He's by far the best quarterback in the league. I think he has so much more in the tank. I think that we've only seen bits and pieces of it. I'm sure LamparT's probably sick of Mahomes.
So tired of him.
I thought it was a good move by Kansas City. It was the smart thing to do. Pay your quarterback.
Agreed. It's you got to get the quarterback deal out of the way. It's not like he's gonna play the entire deal anyways before they restructure it. Like he'll probably get to year 6 or 7 before they restructure it. He's not gonna play the entirety of the deal, get the entirety of the money, but they'll restructure it eventually and save some money there. Yeah, it's a good move. I mean, it's like you kind of have 2 separate Super Bowl windows. You draft your franchise quarterback, and you have 3 or 4 years on his rookie deal to win a Super Bowl, and then after you pay him, you have to draft well and get good free agent like talent for cheap. Like just be a good team builder on the cheap, and hopefully you can get a good team together on the form a good team, a team good enough that Mahomes can carry the team, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I think the good part from what I saw on his contract is he has like maybe I think it's 2 years that aren't like that much money, and then it's like the 3rd year kicks in his like actual like 45 mil a year or whatever it is.
Right.
So I think he they have pretty much everyone that they had last year. I think they still have that same roster for like 2 more years too. So they have that time. And their best player is happy. So I think that's a good thing.
Don't they have to pay Did they already pay Tyreek Hill?
They paid Tyreek last year. So, and then they're pretty much paying everyone like that they have, but they clear Tyrann Mathieu, I think, after this year. Tyreek Hill will be done after 2 years, and then like I think Schwartz, who's like their old offensive tackle, is getting paid a lot. He's up after this year or next year too. So like the way it's structured, they'll free up money right when Mahomes gets the big money on his contract. So it makes sense, but it's just a lot of fucking money. And if the cap doesn't expand, the cap's always projection. Like so like they think it's gonna go up, but I mean with all the stuff going on, maybe it doesn't. Because like the NBA was having that thing when Mozgov got paid. I don't know if you guys follow it, but like a bunch of people that were like mediocre got paid huge contracts because they thought the salary cap went up, and they projected it to keep going up each year for like the next 3 years after that, and it like didn't go up as even close to what they thought it was. So they had a bunch of mediocre players getting like stupid contracts. So that could always happen. It's all projection.
Wasn't Mike Conley the first guy to receive like a crazy contract?
He was the first max contract.
Okay. I remember his deal was nuts, and I'm like, I love Mike Conley, but I don't think he's worth what he was given.
Yeah, and so like a bunch of people got paid that aren't nearly worth what they got paid. And so that could happen with the Mahomes thing, but I think they're fine either way.
I mean, cap inflation or not, I mean, there's just no way Kansas City lets go of Mahomes.
No.
You have to pay that man after what he's done for you and what we believe will do for them. I mean, how old is he? Like 24, 23?
Yeah, something like that. 24, I think.
This is ridiculous. I mean, he's insane. Like I have not seen anything like this. He looks like a bettered version of Aaron Rodgers.
Should have given him a 16-year contract.
Just lock him up for the rest of his career.
Lock him up till he's 40.
Man.
Well, didn't Brett Favre at one time in his life have like a lifetime contract with someone? Wasn't that a thing? I think it wasn't like a year total. I think it was legit like a lifetime contract until he like they mutually didn't want to do it.
It was probably considered like, yeah, because it was a much bigger deal then because it was like 2005 or not 5, but it was like a decade ago, and it was the bigger deal because their players weren't getting money like they are today. So there was definitely something like that with Favre. I know what you're talking about.
What? Oh, another. Some people were saying they should just give him like a percentage of the salary cap. What do you guys think about that?
I think that would be smart, but I don't think I saw a tweet from like Schefter or something like that. It said that wasn't in the contract terms. It was just his salary was $45 million or whatever. I think that would be smart, but I don't think they did that.
Yeah, I was wondering kind of if like how, because I'm not because just giving him like let's say, well, how much is what 45 million out of what's the salary cap now? Is it like 200 and
220? I want to say.
Yeah, something like that. So that's like, so now he's that fucking.
It's 198.
It's only 198.
That's the maximum team salary in 2020. It says 198.2.
Damn. So he's already getting 25% of the cap space.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts.
I saw, to put this in perspective, he would be making $521 an hour. He would be making nearly $1 million every week. I'm pretty sure like every snap was some crazy amount. I can't remember, but he's making bank. That's what we do now.
He's worth it though. He's the best, in my opinion. I think it's pretty simple. I think we all agree on that too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Okay. If you did say, hey, take 25% of the cap every single year, or 20%, like he would get paid less at the beginning, but as the salary cap goes up, he would get paid a little bit more. But I think that would save the Chiefs money, at least at the beginning, right? Like, I don't know, but I don't know if Mahomes would want to like just leave it up to the salary cap going. I mean, he would know like his salary.
Yeah, because it's not guaranteed money.
But
yeah, but it's not like 100% guaranteed. Like his contract, he knows the terms. Like it's kind of uncertain if you do it that way.
Plus you like the flashy $450 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would definitely be staying away from the Chiefs in franchise mode.
Yeah, well, I'll play them twice a year. Can't wait.
Hey man, that's why you just lock
them.
In your favorite team, and your favorite team's in the NFC. Easy. We got any other topics? Or I think that's. I've been recording for 50 minutes.
50 minutes. We hit the limit. Jeez.
But yeah, I think that's probably a good place to end it. So yeah, this has been Mocha, Cheezy, LamparT. Thanks for coming on this week. We'll have you back. Definitely on other future podcasts.
Definitely soon, for sure.
Yeah, I enjoyed being on. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See you guys later. Give us
Next time.
Give us topics this time.